Hello YouTube, what is going on? This is Moonlight. I am here with week 1 for the PWC minors, and so this is going to be the battle and the team builder. So I'm going to start off with the team builder here. So week 1 we are taking on Krebs and his, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, Happy Hassofats, and I said I wasn't going to attempt to pronounce it, and here I am. So, his team consists of Miltank, Mega Medicham, Volcarona, Primarina, Obstagoon, Snorlax, Galvantula, Braviary, Bronzong, Delmise, and Weedle. So, things to note on his team, he's got a solid Fire, Water, Grass core. He does not have a dragon type, nor does he have a grounded poison type. So those are pretty important to note. Neither does he have a ice type, which is good for me, and he has 3 normal types in Obstagoon, Snorlax, and Miltank. And then as far as hazards go, he has rocks on Miltank, he has webs on Galvantula, and he has rocks on Bronzong. And then for removal, he has Defog on Braviary and Rapid Spin on Delmise. So, his signature mon is Miltank, so that's definitely coming. And then as far as the team that I think he brings Miltank, Mega Medicham, Volcarona, Primarina, Obstagoon, and then either Bronzong or Galvantula. Galvantula, I think he brings in case he wants webs for this match, and Bronzong, I think he brings as a good, especially defensive wall for my team, because it's a pretty good counter to Nidoqueen and Tapu Fini. It's also a solid counter to Mega Scizor with the Colbur Berry, and physically defensive, so he could want that. So, and if he brings the Braviary, then I think he brings a Choice Scarf, and there's no other reason for him to bring Braviary other than Scarfed. So, yeah, biggest threat on his team, in my opinion, probably the Primarina and the Obstagoon. The Primarina, especially if he's Specs. Specs Primarina, I have, like, no switch-ins to. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem, but let's get started. So, first one we have here is Boeing the Salamence. We're bringing Assault Vest with 212 in attack, 44 in Spadef, with a Jolly Nature and max speed. Brick Break, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Thunderfang. So this is my primary counter to Volcarona. The 44 in Spadef allows me to guaranteed take a +3 modest Life Orb boosted Psychic from a Volcarona. And then I can kill it back with Rock Slide, and I can do 50% with Earthquake. So this is going to be my primary Volcarona check. Intimidate is nice because I can bring it in on Mega Medicham. I can bring it in on Mega Medicham, lower it to +1, lower it to -1, and then bring in my counter to it. Same thing goes with Obstagoon. So I'm really a fan of this set. So the Brick Break is there for the Obstagoon. So the Brick Break is there for the Obstagoon. Earthquake is there to just hit Mons hard, because according to my calcs, Earthquake hits more Mons for more damage than Dragon Claw does. Rock Slide is there for the Volcarona, and Thunderfang is there for the Primarina. Yeah, so next we have my signature mon, Hive Mind, the Orbeetle. So I'm bringing Colbur, 244 in HP, 164 in defense, with a bold nature and 100 in speed. We're running Frisk as our ability with Sticky Webs, Recover, Iron Defense, and Body Press. So this is going to be my primary Mega Medicham counter, as well as probably my primary Obstagoon counter, because if I can get this thing in for free versus the Mega Medicham or the Obstagoon without taking damage previously, if his Mega Medicham is at -1, I can take a Fake Out into a Fire Punch. I can set up an Iron Defense he goes for the turn he goes for the Fire Punch on, and then I guarantee take any hit the following turn, and I can recover. And the same goes for the Obstagoon. If I come in without taking prior damage versus the Obstagoon, I can take a knockoff, Iron Defense, and then take a Facade the following turn to recover off the damage, and then kill it with a Body Press. The 100 in speed is to outspeed a max timid Primarina, and the rest I put in bulk, with that specific defense investment to deal with Mega Medicham and with Obstagoon. If he's running Ice Punch over Fire Punch on Mega Medicham, then him being at -1 doesn't matter as much because he's doing significantly less damage with Ice Punch than he is with Fire Punch. So overall, really solid counter to Mega Medicham. Webs are there for good support with my sweep with what I'm hoping to be my late game win con. That being Urshifu, recover, and Iron Defense is there to take hits and recover off damage. Body Press is nice for the Obstagoon because at +2 I do kill Obstagoon with a Body Press, and I'm doing 34 to 40%, I believe, to a Mega Medicham with Orbital. So, next we have Saitama, the Urshifu, Black Glasses, Max Attack, 240 speed with a 16 in Spadef. Jolly Nature, this guarantee outspeeds max speed Jolly Obstagoon if he's not running Scarfed. I can outspeed him Adamant, Mega Medicham. I can also outspeed Modest Galvantula and Modest Volcarona, I believe. Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Sucker Punch, Bulk Up. So if I can get a Bulk Up for free against something, then I can pretty much clean late game as long as I have a sufficient amount of damage on all of his mons. Because at +1, Sucker Punch is doing, I believe, 94 minimum to Mega Medicham. And I think it's doing similar damage to a non-HP invested Volcarona. I can set up pretty freely against Bronzong, and I can set up somewhat freely against Miltank. Depends on the set my opponent brings. Overall, just hits everything really, really hard. So next we have Monarch the Nidoqueen. We're bringing Life Orb, 128 in HP, 128 in speed with max special attack with the Timid Nature. So with this, and I'm running Sludge Wave, Rock Slide, Shadow Ball, and Toxic Spikes. So with this, I guarantee outspeed max Timid Primarina. Again, just want to make sure I outspeed that. With the HP investment, I am guaranteed 3-hit KO'd by a Specs Modest Energy Ball from Galvantula. So then Sludge Wave is there to hit pretty much everything really hard. Because, like I said, he does not have a grounded poison. And that's why I'm bringing Toxic Spikes, sort of jumping from point to point. But I'm bringing Toxic Spikes because he doesn't have a grounded poison, and he has limited hazard removal. So T-Spikes look really nice against his team. Shadow Ball is there for the Bronzong, Rock Slide is there for the Volk, and Sludge Wave is there for everything else, because Stab, Life Orb, Sheer Force boosted just hits hard, especially coming off max attack. Yeah, so then we have Tapu Fini, Madam Mist, with very basic AV spread, max with the Calm Nature, leftovers, Defog, Haze, Surf, and Moonblast, but we're bringing Telepathy because, if you don't know, I believe it's Misty Terrain. Yeah, it's Misty Terrain. You can't get toxic, burned, or paralyzed under Misty Terrain. You can't get statused under Misty Terrain. That was the word I'm looking for. So with Telepathy, he's still taking, his mons are still being poisoned by Toxic Spikes coming in. So I'm pretty happy about that. So Defog is there for, in case he wants to bring his own webs. If I don't have mine up, I can defog pretty freely. Haze is there for Volcarona and for Primarina, because if he is a sub Calm Mind Primarina, I can pretty easily 1v1 it with Haze. Same with Volcarona. If he does start setting up and Salamence has been weakened or is gone, I can just Haze and start clicking Surf. Surf and Moonblast are both stab and they hit his team pretty hard, or for fairly decent damage outside of the Bronzong. And so this is going to be my primary check to Primarina and my secondary check to Volcarona. The issue is I have very few switch-ins to Primarina, and this is by far my best one, and by my best, I mean it gets 3-hit KO'd by a Specs Modest Hydro Pump, and it gets 2-hit KO'd by a Specs Modest Energy Ball. So, yeah, not fun, but luckily I do. If he isn't packing any speed, EVs, if he isn't packing max speed, I should always outspeed it, unless he is speed creeping, no speed, Tapu Fini, which, if he does, fair on his part. So, worst case scenario, this thing is sack fodder. Best case scenario, it gives me a good check to, say, a sub Calm Mind Primarina. Finally, we have Shasta the Boltant with heavy duty boots, max attack, 152 in speed, 104 in Spadef with the Jolly Nature, Thunderfang, Firefang, Play Rough, Volt Switch. So this or Salamence is going to be my guaranteed lead for this matchup. Yeah. So, this or Salamence will be my lead for the matchup. Volt Switch is very free against his team because he does not have a ground type, if I remember correctly. Let me just quickly check his team. No, he does not have a ground type, so Volt Switch is free. Thunderfang Stab hits his team hard. Firefang, Strong Jaw Boosted, hits a Bronzong fairly hard. I think it's doing 30% to a Spadef Bronzong. Play Rough is there for the Obstagoon, and Volt Switch is there for Pivot. So, with the speed investment, I guaranteed outspeed everything on his team, minus Scarfers. And I actually outspeed a Scarf Modest Primarina, and if he is Scarfed Timid Primarina, he can never kill me, outside of crits. So, that I found quite nice. The rest I just put in Special Defense, so I can take hits better from Primarina. So, and Heavy Duty Boots is there so I don't get slowed down by Sticky Webs. So, this is the team. And I think now it is time for us to battle. So, let me just go here. Let me just... Alright. So, he does not bring the Obstagoon, he brings the Bronzong. And I apologize for any background noise. I apologize for any background noise. That would be my family. So he does not bring the Obstagoon, instead he brings the Bronzong, which I am fine with. Leads. I think he leads either the Mega Medicham or the Galvantula. So, if he leads with Mega Medicham, Salamence is really nice. If he leads with Galvantula, I can pretty easily switch into Nidoqueen. So, have fun. I think I'm just going to lead with Salamence here. Alright, so he leads with this Miltank. Alright, so I feel like he'd want to get his rocks up here. So I think I might just go into my Nidoqueen here in case he wants to go for like a toxic. So I think he's just gonna get his rocks up here. So I'm just gonna go into Nidoqueen. He goes for an Ice Punch. Solid play, solid play. Ice Punch. So that did a lot. Is that offensive? Yeah, that's an offensive Miltank. Alright. That is completely fair. So he can't kill me with anything, so I'm just gonna go into Urshifu here. Yeah, Earthquake did 25%. So if he is Chopple, so I have no idea what item he is. That Earthquake did 25%, so yeah, that's jolly max speed. He will outspeed me here. This got me off guard. How does... I think I'm just gonna go into... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go into Orbeetle. He goes into Bronzong. Alright, and he is leftovers. So, I'm gonna get my webs up here. He gets up his rocks, that's fair. I can start setting up an iron defense, but I really don't like these rocks. Urshifu, if... Yeah. I can set up an iron defense here if I want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, that sucks. Should have seen that coming. And I'm just gonna go for a body press here. That does a lot. He is not physically defensive at all. Yeah, no, that is not physically defensive. So I'm gonna go for another body press here. Actually, no. I'm going to... How much is Bolton doing? So... Not doing enough. Elements... No. So, I'm gonna go into Urshifu here. He can't kill me, according to the calcs. Of course he crits. Yeah, of course he crit. I'm just gonna Wicked Blow. Yep, there goes the Bronzong. Urshifu picking up a KO. Very nice, very nice. He does bring in the Mega Medi here. So I'm going to go into Orbital here. Goes for the fake out. So I'm going to recover. Sort of hope he misplays. So that does look, yeah, that is Jolly. Max attack. He goes into Prim. I will take it. So here, he is at -1 speed. That is not specs. Wait, is that specs? I did 27, that is specs. That is modest specs. I'm going for the defog here. He goes into Miltank. He's not doing a heck of a lot, but I want to keep this thing healthy. So let me see what Miltank gets. That can hit me. It gets Steamroller, but there's no terrain. Does get Thunder Punch, so I do want to see punch. He's Assault Vest, okay. He was not fast. Okay. He may have been adamant though. Because Body Slam did. Yeah, no, he's adamant. So I could have saved Torpedo there. Alright, that's a mistake on my end. So he's just not fast, okay. So I do have a chance to kill here. He is Quake. I'm at what percent? I'm at 13. So, yeah, this Miltank's gonna be annoying. He is scrappy. I think because close combat does have a shot to kill from Max. I think here what I do is I go into Nido Queen, go for Sludge Wave. Or no, because I need Nido Queen for the Galvantula. So yeah. If he is max defense, it's 50% chance. If he is max HP, it's 75% chance to echo. So I think I'm just gonna click CC here. And just sort of hope I get the roll. He goes Primarina, okay. Specs, he is now at 56%. -1 speed. If he has Aqua Jet, he cannot pick me off here. If he's like mild, can he? No. But if he is max HP, which he doesn't look to be, yeah, no, because that did a lot to him. No, I'm just gonna go right back into Tapu Fini here. Scald. Okay. He is locked into Scald. If he goes back into his AV Miltank, Earthquake, Ice Punch. I think I just go for a Moonblast here. Yeah. Alright. It's a good thing I stayed in. I'm gonna Moonblast again. Down goes the Primarina. Okay. Perfect. And Salamence is healthy, and there are no rocks. So he goes into his Galvantula here. He's not Boots. He can still very easily be Webs. I'm at 60% with Nidoqueen. So I do outspeed with Nidoqueen now that he is at -1. So I am going to go into Nidoqueen here. Yeah, he gets up his own webs. That's completely fair. So here I'm going for Sludge Wave. He brings a Mega Medicham. -1. I outspeed you now. Fake Out does a fair amount. I just go for another Sludge Wave here. Like, I'm just going to attack what's in front of me. I doubt he sacks this thing off, but I get good damage on something else. You know, I'm a really big nuisance to him. So if he does have Bullet Punch, he does not. He goes into Volcarona. He has Boots. Okay. That does not look like bulky Volcarona, which it is not. I'm going to go for another Sludge Wave, because if he does get to +1, I do look to knock it out. It does look like I knock it out from this range. He goes for Bug Buzz. He doesn't kill. There goes Volcarona. Alright. Okay. T-Spikes would be really nice here. T-Spikes would have been really, really nice here. So he goes into Miltank. He is at -1 now. Question is, now, do I want T-Spikes or do I want damage on this thing? Because here I can sort of gauge what kind of set he is. I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave. Alright, that did 57%, so he does not look to be max HP. I think he's just... Alright. So I can very easily just bring in Urshifu here. Let me just check. Because when Orbeetle was in earlier, so trying to see. So I was faster than it. I was faster, so he is adamant. My guess would be. I do. So the Sludge Wave did 57%, which is looking. No investment. But Orbeetle doesn't outspeed him, so I think he has some speed investment. Maybe. think I just want to go into Finny here. Because I am at, how much am I at? I'm at 38. So I can, yeah, so I think I go Finny and I think I Moonblast here. To get in range of a Sucker Punch from Urshifu. Because if he is max defense, yeah, I just need to get it down to 30. So going to go into Finny here. If he does have T-Punch, that's fair play to him. But I'm going for the Moonblast. Body Slam. Moonblast, 28%. I'm gonna go for it again. Okay. And now I can bring in Urshifu and go for the Sucker Punch. I think Miltank has gotten all 3 of the kills for him. So Mega Medicham, -1. 2 Salamence here. He's now at -1. Yeah. And I go EQ. So Galvantula, -1. 2 EQs should knock it out. Yeah. So I think that is GG. Yeah, that is GG. So GG to my opponent Krebs. That was really well played on his end. The offensive Miltank I was not expecting at all. So yeah. Once again, GG. I'm so, you know, like I said, AV offensive Miltank, not expected that. I'm very happy with how this match turned out. Urshifu putting in the work. Same with Mence at the end, cleaning up. So, that is going to do it for me. Hope you all enjoy the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a great one.